Hello and welcome to California Bountiful. I'm your host, Aubrey Aquino. Right now we are just minutes from downtown San Luis Obispo, and today we're going to learn about a pioneer in winemaking. In fact, they were the first to plant vineyards right here in the Edna Valley. Known for their Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, a true jewel along the central California coast.
We are a winery located on the central coast in California. We are located in the San Luis Obispo Coast AVA, and AVA stands for American Viticulture Area. The whole AVA is about 60 miles long. It starts from Monterey County line all the way down to Santa Maria, and it's about 15 miles inland. There's about 30 wineries or so located within the AVA. Most of the vineyards within this AVA are about 6 miles or less from the coast, and so where we sit here, we're about 5 miles. And that's really important. It really dictates the style of wines that we make here.
On the heels of their 50th anniversary, an appointment of the winery's first female head winemaker, Chamisal is living the California dream.
The cold climate here really drives the style of wines throughout the entire region. So you think a lot more minerality, a lot more salinity in the wines, a lot more bright acidity. So we end up producing very fresh, vibrant wines that I think are just really, food friendly, and they attract kind of a large array of consumers.
And at the center of innovation here is vintner Brianne Engels.
I love how dynamic being a winemaker is. You're a farmer. There's a creative, artistic aspect to it. There's components where I often relate to it like being a chef. That comes in with the blending decisions. So you're tasting different lots and putting it all together. And no 2 days are the same. One day you're hosting a wine club dinner, and then the next day you're out with the pruning team, and it keeps me on my toes. And so my goal is to make sure the farming's done correctly, so that once we harvest the fruit, we're more like guides, guiding the wine to kind of its finished point before bottling.
Trailblazers in sustainability, those practices are the core philosophy for life in Chamisal's ecosystem.
Starting in the vineyard itself, that means we employ organic and regenerative farming practices, and that means herbicide-free. We do a lot of compost teas to really increase our soil microbiology and also soil organic matter. So in my mind, healthy soil means healthy vines. We're really working on enhancing our biodiversity, and so that comes with cover crops in the vineyard. We're also planting kind of areas within the property that are maybe not conducive to great wine growing, and we're using that land for mini forests and for insectaries and hedgerows. Right now we've got sheep grazing through the vineyard. That also aids in our sustainability practices. They're natural mowers, so they save us on a mowing pass, and they're also fertilizing the soil as they move throughout the property. In 2021, we planted a mini forest, which is called a Miyawaki forest, which speaks to the way it was planted, which is a very kind of close proximity, different heights of native species, all within like kind of a very small footprint. So the whole idea around this mini forest was to increase our biodiversity and restore kind of native habitat, in addition to providing a carbon sink.
Following my tour of the grounds, it was only right to toast and get a taste of their accomplishments.
Being so close to the ocean, we get a lot of that maritime influence, a lot of that wind and fog, and it really it elongates our growing season. So we're able to slowly ripen cool climate varieties like Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, which is what we specialize here. People know San Luis Obispo maybe for the university, but a lot of people don't know about this region, and I hope that's going to change, because we have a lot to offer, and it's beautiful. And there's a little bit, you can go for a hike, and then you can go wine tasting, and then go to the beach, all in one day.